Alright, so this is my Darkrai Junk Hunt deck. I'm using the concept of a Hypnotoxic Laser with Verbank City Gym, to poison my opponent and slowly knock out his Pokemons, bit by bit, while sitting behind a nice powerful Warlord. He'll be taking a lot of the hits while I swap in and out and use Sableye. Instead of just I'm going to be using Darkrai EX's Dark Cloak ability, which is the main ability I'm going to be using for the EX. I could use Night Spear, if I need to deal more damage to knock something out, because mainly the Hypnotoxic Laser and Verbank City Gym is more to weaken the Pokemons than it is to knock them out outright. Just to weaken them enough that they can easily be within Darkrai kill range, Darkrai's Night Spirit kill range and whatnot. Maybe even something as simple as the Dark Slumber, can do some damage. Right. Like I said, I'm using his Dark Cloak, so any darkness energy that is attached to a Pokemon causes the Pokemon to have no retreat cost. So Darkrai EX will mainly be in the bench, so you can supply us with that effect. So when I add a darkness energy to Warlord, he can retreat for free, because you notice his retreat cost is 4, but by giving him 1 darkness energy, he will be able to retreat for free. Plus, anytime he's given an energy card, any special conditions on him will be removed, like poison, burn, stuff of that nature. Sleep, confusion don't matter. You're not really attacking, right, per se. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm only using 2 Darkrai EX because I want to be able to use, because I only need 1 on the field at any given time. But I want to use Darkrai level 48 so I can take advantage of his Darkness Shade, which is a Pokepower. When you play him from your hand into the bench, you can choose one of the defending Pokemon, and that Pokemon is now asleep. So you play this in your bench, and you put your opponent's active Pokemon to sleep. And if your opponent flips badly, his Pokemon will stay asleep, which means his Pokemon won't be able to attack your Pokemon. This effect is going to be mainly used to protect Sableye, because once you bring out Sableye into the active spot, you bring it out to the active spot, then you play Darkrai from your hand onto the bench, put your opponent's Pokemon to sleep, then equip Sableye with Darkness Energy, and then use his Junk Hunt ability and grab 2 item cards from your discard pile and add them to your hand. Main targets will be Hypnotoxic Laser, so that way you can use it in the following turn. Stuff like Dark Patch, so you can use it to attach more energies, like to Darkrai if you want to use Darkrai's ability, in case you want to use them as attackers, hitters, being able to speed up the process of getting to the Night Spear attack. Obviously it's very useful, so you want to be able to do that, be able to do stuff like add energies to your hand with Professor's Letter multiple times, be able to use VS Seeker in order to get your AZs. You can use it to get your Skyla. Your Skyla can search out any of your trainer cards, like your Hypnotoxic Laser, or your Verbank City Gym if you need it, or Pokemon Fan Club, or 06. So there's some synergy there. Since you can Junk Hunt the VS Seeker will let you search out supporters. So that's synergy right there. And of course, Skyla can let you search out any trainer. So that's a combo right there. Via Seeker into Skyla into any trainer in your deck that you want to get your hands to, like a Hypnotoxic Laser. I already mentioned his ability. There's only going to be two Sable Eyes, because you're going to try to do your best to protect them, of course. But I wanted the ability to be able to recycle like my AZs or my Zero Sec or my Verbank City Gem, if it's somehow gets a grave, or just even get a Hypnotoxic Laser if I need. So I got Minun. He has the Sniff Out ability, give him an energy and attack with him, and put one card from your discard pile into your hand. This is a way that you can get back your Sable Eye, so you can use his Junk Hunt ability, of course. If somehow you lose, use up all your AZs or any of your cards, of course, you can get them back with it. But this is useful to get back any Pokemons that might have been knocked out, sent to the grave, or discarded by a card effect. You can just sniff out, get it right back, and continue the fun. Pokemon Catcher, flip a coin. If heads, switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of his bench Pokemon you get to choose. So that's very useful to control your opponent's field. That way he's not bringing out some powerful, scary Pokemon that can, beat you, right? You're trying to have control, bring out his weak Pokemons and take them down one by one. And win that way. Professor's Letter lets you get up to 2 energy cards, so this is how you'll search out your energy. So you don't need that much energy in this deck, since you can search them out. And with Junk Hunt, you can get Professor's Letters back, play it again, search out your search out your energies. And if your energies get detached and sent to the graveyard by card effects, you can always use Dark Patch to get the dark energy and give it to one of your bench Pokemon, one of your bench darkness Pokemon. So you attach this, attach it to your Sable Eye. Sable Eye will do his thing to get your back Dark Patch if you want, or a Professor's Letter, or whatever else you need. AZ Supporter, put one of your Pokemons into your hand, discard all cards that's attached to it. You use this when Wailord takes a lot of damage. You use this to bounce them back to your hands, and you swap onto another Wailord that isn't damaged, and then play the Wailord. You bounce your hand back onto the bench, and there you go. And now you have a nice fresh Wailord lineup ready to take more hits for you. Also, you can use it with Darkrai. So you can get Darkrai's effect to put up your opponent's Pokemon to sleep, which can be very, very useful, of course, preventing them from being able to attack. So stall for the win, right? You could deck out your opponent, obviously, if you stall, but mostly you're gonna poison your opponent's Pokemon and essentially knock them out. But if that doesn't work out perfectly, you have the Wailord, deck out or stall out strategy still built into the deck as its core, design. Skyla lets you search out any trainer cards. Obviously, this will help you get your Hypnotoxic Laser real quickly. Helps you get your Burbank City Gem, so you can get those 2 on the field and start poisoning your opponent's Pokemon and start knocking them out. Zero Sec, so you can get rid of your opponent's Pokemon tools like G Booster and Muscle Band and any other Poke tool that people would like to play. You'll be able to get rid of it, or special energies like double colors, double dragon energy, and so on and so on. Or even just Oh yeah, only the special energy, which you typically will, have issue with anyway. Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, and then put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. When you play one, you typically want to get Darkrai along with a Sableye first. That's if of course, you have the Wailords already set up to sponge up sponge up damage for you, and then slowly build up your combo pieces, because you're gonna use your Pokefan Club to get your Sableye and your Darkrai, and then you have an energy to give it a Sableye. You'll be able to use it for VS Seeker, in case you use VS Seeker to search out another Fan Club or anything else, or use the Skyla to go into your or you use Skyla to get your Pokemon Fan Club. You want to use it, but if you get the Pokemon Seeker, of course, and it goes to a graveyard, you use it. Use Junk Hunt to get it back, play it, get another Pokemon Fan Club, because you want to you want to take the Pokemons out the deck as soon as possible. You get them on the field. You want to get 2 Wailords. You want to get 1 Darkrai, level 48, 1 Darkrai EX, 1 Junk one Sableye, and 1 Minun. So right there's 4 Pokemons that you want to 5 Pokemon stash. 5 Pokemons you want to have to use. You have 1 active and 4 in your bench, so you can cycle and rotate with them and do your combos. Burbank City Gym, that's your stadium card. Put 2 more damage counters on poison Pokemons between turns, yours and your opponent. So if your opponent poisons your Pokemons, they'll essentially take 20 damage in between turns, more than the damage they're already taken. Because the Hypnotoxic Laser itself doesn't flat out like deal a specific number. It poisons your opponent's Pokemon. If you get heads, of course. Or your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is also asleep. That's what I meant to say. If poison your opponent's Pokemon, they'll take about 10 damage in between turns, based off a coin flip, and then on top of that, 20 extra damage on top of that. So essentially be 30 damage in between turns, which is really, really good. It'll definitely weaken a lot of EX Pokemons, so you can take them down relatively easy. And 8 regular Darkness Energy. These will be used for Minun, because you need 1 to use his Sniff Out ability. You'll need 1 for Junk Hunt or Confuse Ray, in case you want to use a Confuse Ray on your opponent. You'll want 1 to give to Wailord, so while you have Darkrai EX, Wailord can retreat for free, so you can bring out Minun, use Minun Sniff out attack, or use Sableye's Junk Hunt's attack, and recycle. But you could, of course, give some to Darkrai EX and Darkrai level 48, so that we can try to use their attacks like Dark Slumber or Dark Resolve, Night Spear, stuff like that. Stalling your opponents so they can slowly burn from Burbank, and also be able to stall, so that way they either their Pokemons get knocked out or they deck out, one of the two. The ability to have both win conditions is awesome, because essentially you're pretty much guaranteed victory as long as you can perform one of the two, either deck your opponent out or knock their Pokemons out. So it's nice to have more than one strategy built into a deck. And that's the end of the deck profile.